1 week down and 13 more weeks to go to my next bodybuilding show. Hi, this is Mimi. I started out at 150 pounds last week and I've dropped 3.5 pounds, so I'm officially 146.5 today. This video is jam-packed with topics, so look in the description box below this video for the start times and feel free to jump around. Next week is going to be lots of heavy lifting, so stay tuned. So I'm going to give you an update on what my week has been like and then really zoom in on diet, because 80% of what you look like is what you eat. So I started eating a bit less, but I'm keeping my calories relatively high, but eating cleaner, and I'm eating tons more protein. And I'm definitely not doing the low carb thing. I'm keeping it moderate because I really need the energy to keep my intensity up at the gym. And I'm really focusing on healthy fats to help burn fat. And I also need to keep my muscles. So I'm lifting heavy to give them a reason to stay there because of the stress that I'm putting them on. And I've also started my oh so beloved traditional cardio. I'm doing 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. 40 to 45 minutes of fasted AM cardio after my weight workout. And even though I say fasted, I'm still taking BCAAs, which is branched chain amino acids, which is really protein broken down in its simplest form. In terms of the cardio that I'm doing a treadmill, walking on the highest incline possible without holding the railings, and I'm aiming for a heart rate of 140, which is the slow burning heart rate zone. And I'm doing it at 2.9 miles per hour now, which normally 3.5, but my cardio sucks right now. I've been doing virtually none. And the other machine I use is the Stairmaster. It is one of the best cardio machines to really cut up your legs. And I've even developed a, not fun, but a doable way to do that machine. I call it my own butt cardio, which is very convenient for this 30-day butt challenge that I'm part of. This is what I ate for lunch on day 1 and my dessert as a part of it. And this is what I had for dinner, all averaging to about 2,100 calories for the first day. So how much you eat is really relative to how many calories it takes to maintain your current weight. The best way is to just track what you currently eat, make changes and then adjust based on how your body reacts. I started eating an average of 2,100 to 2,200 calories, and I just started dropping weight really, really quickly, and I got really scared because I thought I was losing muscle mass, especially since I started doing fasted cardio after working out and for such a long time. And the thing is, muscle mass weighs more than fat does, so I really shouldn't be dropping my weight so quickly. So I track my progress with 3 things. One is photos. I also take measurements. I take measurements of my shoulders, my chest, my waist, my hip butt, and my thigh. And your waist measurement right above the belly button is the most indicative of how much fat your body is holding, and your shoulders is most indicative of how much muscle mass you're holding. So I feel okay because my shoulders are still 41 inches and my waist has dropped by almost half an inch. The other way that's much more reliable is to actually get your body fat tested. So you're taking skin fold measurements, which include using little things like this. And you don't really see changes weekly, so I like to do that bi-weekly. So I'm gonna get this done next week and see what's going on with my body. I also want to stress the importance of progression, which applies to dieting, to training, and to cardio. So if you start off eating too little calories, too little carbs, when you get to that point where you're stuck and you're at a plateau and you're not losing fat anymore, there's really nothing else to cut. And if you're eating too little for too long, your metabolism gets really messed up. and your body thinks it's starving, and then it holds on to all your fat for dear life. So that's why you hear about things like cheat days and cheat meals, to really kind of trick your body from thinking it's starving. I decided to have a huge cheat meal post-workout on my heaviest energy calorie burning day, which is my leg day. And so I went to Muscle Maker Grill. And you know this is a meathead place when you see dumbbells at the back of their chairs. I ordered an awesome wrap with cheese and my one of my favorite foods, sweet potato fries. And I also brought my own lunch that day. So I ended up eating everything. 2 lunches together, and that was about 1,700 calories. Yeah, it was a huge lunch. And then I ate around 1,200 calories for dinner. So all in all, that day was a 2,900 calorie day. And I didn't know if this was gonna work, but I weighed 155.2 pounds that day, and the next day I was 146.4. So yeah, maybe 2,900 calories is a little too much. And depending on the situation and your body type and where you're at, you know, your cheat meals can be all out pizza, burger, ice cream, or it could be eating more, but more of the clean stuff. Also, I don't like to eat the same amount of calories every single day. I just make sure I look at it more from a weekly point of view and make sure I average out to what I'm targeting. I eat according to what my workout is for that day. So I'll eat more on my more strenuous leg days. I'll eat a little less on my shoulders and abs days, for example. And I'm not exactly, I look at calories, but I'm really more so looking at the macros, so protein, carbs, and fats. In terms of protein, I've increased it from 175 grams of protein to about 225, 250 grams. And chicken breast is about 35 grams, so we're talking like 7 chicken breasts is the amount that I'm aiming for a day. That always stays consistent. That's the most important. So my protein definitely includes chicken breast, and this is cut up chicken breast for 5 days worth. I also eat a lot of salmon, white fish, eggs, whey protein shake, of course, and also a bodybuilding staple, cottage cheese. And since I'm training for a bodybuilding show, I'm eating about 1.5 times current body weight. I eat carbs, and it's ranging anywhere from 100 to 150 grams of carbs. And my go-to staples are oatmeal. I absolutely love oatmeal. I can eat it morning, afternoon, or night. I like it pasty. There's 3 options. There's the quick 1-minute Quaker Oats, which I tend to not go for because it's the most processed. Then the best is steel cut oats, but it takes too long, so I kind of go middle of the road. I do the 5-minute microwave warm up in the morning. There's also yams, brown rice, and apples. I like apples. They're the best fat burning fruit after grapefruit. Carbs are also very important post-workout, so that's where I eat most of my carbs. And not to get too scientific, but you need protein plus carbs for max muscle gain. Really the best time to eat starchy carbs because it will go straight to refueling the muscles that you just tore up. So white rice, white bread, people even do straight up pixie dust. Olive oil, spray version, of course, is something I use a lot. Macadamia nut oil. This stuff is even better than olive oil. Amazing. I love it. It's like $22 a bottle, but it's so worth it, and it does last me a while. Ground flaxseed is something great to sprinkle on oatmeal. Coconut oil, which has been all the rage for the past year, I guess. And I also take CLA, which is a great fat burning supplement. Also salmon is great, and avocados, and natural peanut butter. When I say natural peanut butter, the way to tell if it's the right one is the only ingredients you should see is peanuts. And things at the store are very misleading. You'll see natural, but then you'll see ingredients that have a lot more than just peanuts. Oh, and nuts. Nuts are a great source of healthy fats. I completely forgot about them because I can't control myself when it comes to nuts. If I get a can, I'll eat the whole can. That's like 1,000 calories. Someone recently joked and asked me if I was gonna be bringing a cold chicken breast in a baggie to our meeting. And I said, hey now, don't make fun. That's just what we freaking do. But seriously, I don't do that anymore. I don't do the standard eat every 2.5, 3 hours to rev your metabolism. It is such a freaking pain. I mean, eating 5 to 6 meals a day, preparing everything, cutting everything, proportioning everything, weighing everything, and then having Tupperwares, like fill your entire fridge and carrying around like 6 things throughout your day. Yeah, no thank you. Eat every 2.5, 3 hours to rev your metabolism is a complete myth. Strategic intermittent fasting has been around for quite some time now, and it's become more mainstream. I mean, there's a documentary on BBC about it. It's on bodybuilding.com. It's in some fitness magazines, and there's so many versions out there. But the one that I follow is fasting for 16 hours every day. So it includes the time that I sleep. And so the moment I finish dinner, I don't eat my next meal until 16 hours later. And for females, it's actually 14. But it's great because it's a natural way to really cleanse your body. It actually helps you burn more fat, and I get to eat much bigger meals instead of these small little things that keep me super, super hungry. But I still need to prepare. So I go shopping in Chinatown every single week. It is pure craziness. Tons of meats to order. Variety like cactus and alligator and even live frogs. So I cut up all my veggies, I put them into containers, same goes with my protein, and I put my eating plan in my fridge as my template. So I always eat for what my body needs that day. So if it's an off day where you really don't need carbs, or a lower intensity day for me, I'll just cut out those line items of carbs. I'm eating 2 meals right now, and I might change it to 3 only because I'm starting to get hungry midday. My lunch/breakfast is really easy to make in the morning. It's oatmeal, eggs, whey protein, apple, and some healthy fats. Very, very easy. And then I come home and I already have my meats and my veggies all cut up, and I defrost my fish daily, so I actually get to come home and quickly cook a fresh cooked meal, which means so much. It's awesome. I use the standards in Chinese cooking like scallion, garlic, and ginger. I also use seasoning, and I've ditched all my sugar-laden sauces in exchange for other sauces like chili bean sauce, sriracha chili sauce, Gillen style chili sauce, chili soy sauce, and extra hot habanero pepper sauce. I like my things spicy. Even my eggs. And plus, spicy helps rev metabolism. And of course, at the end of every meal, I like to have my fortune cookie. Wisdom is knowing what to do next. Skill is knowing how to do it, and virtue is doing it. Now for the butt challengers. Unfortunately, 2 trainers had to drop out, so it's only gonna be 3 of us, but that's okay. First up, we have Ryan, the personal trainer at Soho Equinox Gym. And then Rose, the Thai boxer and Zumba instructor. And me, the bodybuilder. Interestingly, we are all starting out with the exact same butt measurements of 38 inches. So watch next week as we show you our hip thrust exercise as the main thing to help grow our butts. Leah and everyone else, yes, that is me with the red wig on Instagram. I was actually Poison Ivy from Halloween last year, my birthday. Stay tuned for my costume this year. Is that you with 0 followers, following 0 people and 1 tweet? Yes, that's me, that's me. Thank you, Marino, for being my first ever Twitter follower. So my sister says I should be putting up tips and advice on there, so that's what I'll be doing. This is my first try at social media in general. So yes, I am that person who's like, oh my God, I got a real first subscriber. So thank you so much to everyone who subscribed and for all the amazing comments that you guys shared with me personally. I'm gonna post every Wednesday. Next week is gonna be heavy lifting, so please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I can be found on any social media at Mimi Bonnie. Thanks for watching.